First, all right. Well, first, thank y'all for meeting me, man. So I know this has been an interesting year to start off with COVID still being the picture, and then of course we still got to navigate things around with technology and everything, right?
Yes, sir.
And I know for us, usually the case that we're all hands on, and then with COVID preventing that with with limited contact, COVID present that stuff. I know basically your case, I mean, some for the better, some for the worse. But what I'm wanting to show you some ideas that maybe we can, and technology ideas or devices that we can use to probably help out for our classes. So in the event that we may shut down and stuff, and then now leave our kids left in limbo, well, basically us in limbo, and instead of just trying to just throw in just like random work for Schoology and stuff. So I'm gonna share my screen for a sec, okay? So we can go ahead and get started. Okay, let's go ahead and get this started. So as we know, technology has really helped a lot with has really helped a lot for our students and stuff. So here's a few things that while technology will help assist with our classes. Now, of course, there are a lot of our students with engagement because kids love devices and stuff that can be fully engaged, and it makes their life or our jobs a lot easier. So when they're more engaged, every students will benefit with technology because it can integrate into the curriculum, and teachers can use like interactive software programs as learning technologies, so they can respond to questions and lectures digitally. So basically, it's helping reducing our work. Now, of course, collaboration is always the key, is always vital because the students collaborate, well, of course, safely, of course. They'll save their work. And also with technology, allows students to create like a digital port of digital collections of research and ideas. They can draw or write ideas together in the same program, or create documents and projects that are fully collaborative. Like in the case of even like Google Docs, where the kid can take a turn to, like, if they're writing like a short story, or in your case, maybe something like a music stanza or a note, they'll chime in with their parts. Like, you got your flutes, your clarinets, you got the bass part, they put in their parts in. And for you, coach, or you could come in, like they could create like different collaboration on like how to shoot a basketball correctly, like the format, like the mechanics of it, or how you throw a baseball or football or whatever the case is, which the technology allows for the collaboration. Now, inclusion, it does allow students to be included in the classroom, like in different ways that they've never been before, because it helps for even students with special ed, they can benefit from technology because it helps them with writing, spelling, and reading, and also computation with mathematical computation, or maybe like in your case, Mr. Alexander, like word count, like the beat count and stuff. So like when they had that count in, it's like, okay, this is where you can play with their instrument and stuff. And of course, that's where a word processors, it can point out student mistakes, misspellings, and readers, it can highlight text, or they can read aloud to the students for, especially words that they may have trouble pronouncing. Differentiation, it also, technology gives students access to a variety of different ideas and information with just a simple click, which basically teachers can find level readers or allow students to research their own topics or information. Now, this can be done like with group work or student centers, or however that you want to pair your students. I know Ms. Jones wants to limit the grouping and stuff because of the pandemic and social distance. So which they can still be in the group, but they can be just spread away from a distance, so they ain't got to hub over each other's shoulder. So with the with the less contact, the better. And it also, this will that will ensure that students will get what they need, and you and us, for example. Of course, you'll get more production from them. Now, the tools, they are allow students to access what they need and when they need it. They can keep calendars online. If we have like a due date for myself, like if there's like an assignment that is due, they know exactly when it's due and they can turn it in. And then of course, they're like word processors. They don't need to be sharpened. All they got to do is just type it in on their keyboard. It allows instant access to all the materials that they need with less space, time, and mental effort. And also very good for classroom management, because basically where we have to distribute like stuff that, the technology devices like in an iPad has everything that they need. So basically they don't need to get up. They don't need to get like no color pencils. They don't need to get no paint brushes, or or more importantly, for my case, they don't have to clean up. So they don't have to clean up or clean the paintbrushes.
Yeah.
So of course, creativity. So with students which they are interested in learning about arts, music, or anything else, or even with physical education or anything virtually, the tablets, they have that capacity to capture like students' sketches. They can edit software, let the students, they can bring pictures to life, and they can manipulate them. Now they can also enhance creativity rather than inhabit if the students are given choices about what they create. So automation, that's also a benefit when education technology, because they can upload, lessons, for students to access at any time. Like, for example, like if I show a demonstration, I record it, the kids can look at it on their iPads. Or if you demonstrate like an instrument, like an instrument, and you show like the notes to play, and they show it and they look at it several times, or in your case, maybe like soccer, like how to kick the ball correctly and stuff. And they can look at it, they can practice their mechanics. And and just of course, like for future purposes, because basically technology is helping kids to be prepared for the future jobs of tomorrow, whatever that may be. All right, for now, of course, I'm sure you got like the physical instruments as well too. Now, I also know it's like on the iPads, they have actually like a keyboard where
GarageBand.
GarageBand. Yeah,
GarageBand. Yeah.
So with that, they can select from a wide range of instrumental sounds with using like a chord or rhythm backing, or even headphones to play. Also, they can play their songs or tracks from the MP songs, MP player, or to support like a whole class singing or rhythm or ensemble art work piece. Now, of course, the technology devices also work. Of course, you got the online iCloud music libraries that students can pick for free, royal free and stuff. From stuff from like YouTube or anything else for like royalty free music part, where you can probably pick a song where they can like, decipher like what instruments are playing or what notes did they decipher, or the case may be. Or basically like if you're playing a song from if you're playing like a popular song, they could go back to YouTube and they can, kind of listen to, or like an instrumental, they can listen to something like that. It could be like Earth, Wind and Fire. For some reason, that's kind of popular among for blacks. For HBCUs, bands and stuff and all that stuff. Or even with the Jacksons. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
I hear that so many times. Lord, that's crazy. And also, of course, they can use their iPads or their telephone's not, I mean, still prohibited, but still, like, they can use those for recording devices and stuff, where they can record themselves, like mobile, portable, digital audio recorders, and then they'll play it back and stuff, which they can also use. We still use clips, right? For iPad.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember we could, like, they could either use that and they could play like their solo piece or whatever the case. And then they can have a video recorded and then they can send it to you through Schoology.
Right.
Now, I'm not sure about this one. This was pretty good as well too, but this is like a audio recorder pen. And what it does, it like makes live stereo recordings in the classroom or in the other locations. Now, I don't know if how much they cost, but I also know they're very valuable as well. So basically, when you're recording them, and then you can listen, they can hear themselves record, hear themselves play that way. And it's also have like 20 hours of recording time.
20 hours.
Huh?
I'm saying 20 hours is a lot of hours.
That's a whole lot, yes.
Yeah.
And then also, in addition to clips, they can also have something for videos, like they can record themselves either through the tablet or through Zoom. And of course, I'm sure every kid knows how to work iMovie on the iPad or so forth. So which they can record themselves and they can probably edit out some recordings or some takes that they don't like, and they'll give it to you either through they can share it to you with your doc, share it, or they can just record it straight out. I mean, depending on how big their I guess their take is.
Yeah.
So that's also ideas that we could probably work as well too, where they can send it into Schoology, because I know they'll accept they'll accept like MP4 files. So, all right, and also if you also for audio recording, which they can record sounds, editing including different pitches. Audacity, that's I think it's still out there, which they can probably do that, and they can play. They can like continue, like practice. They can hear themselves practice and stuff, and even I guess they would probably already know like what's a good pitch or what's a bad pitch sounds like, and they can record themselves by doing that. And I know that's free.
Okay.
The only thing is, I'm not sure now as far as if you really want that. I know you can go to help desk and you can get that type of program. I mean, just to explain it, what's the purpose for, and they'll unlock it.
Okay.
So that's what I found that out with Adobe Create for Adobe Suite. So which I look forward to working with Photoshop and Illustrator for the high school kids. Okay. All right, I got something for you, Coach.
Sounds good.
This one is more like you also teach health, correct?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, this also is part with Anatomy U. This is like a visual apps that students can look right into the human body, like virtual reality. They can look at all the different parts inside, so they already know, like with a 360-degree navigation is fully interactive. And matter of fact, we can play a little clip of that real quick. Anything that you want to look at, and then they can go right into it.
Ooh. Yeah. Teach them about some oral hygiene there.
Yeah, they cooking there, see? Yeah. Yeah, you can get to that, and you can click on that, and I believe that program is free.
I was about to say the science teachers might want to use that too.
As well. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They could probably do that as well too, because see, that would be very helpful when they start looking, exploring to stuff like that as well.
Yeah, no, that's dope. I'm glad you found that.
So
what is it called again? Anatomy U?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back. It's called Anatomy. Okay, let me click on this real quick.
Yeah, Anatomy U. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's gonna pull up on the website. I just got my little link here. Here we go, right here. And see, you
Yeah.
can download this from the App Store and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you
Man.
can get that part right there as well too. So that's
Yeah. Thank you
even
so
though they
much,
got
man.
this, but you can still use they can still use that from their iPads.
That's dope.
So that
Yeah.
would be very helpful.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Okay. And the next one, and I know you're gonna have some team competitive sports. So this one's like bracket maker. So this will it's for making like a tournament bracket for just for some class rivalries or whatever. So you can add like many teams that you want, and then also contestants will be paired manually, or the bracket maker will do it for you. Now the completed brackets can be emailed or printed. So, and the best part about it, it requires no Wi-Fi or internet, just works off the app.
Oh, bracket
So,
maker.
yeah, for bracket maker, and then something for like anything like you're doing basketball or volleyball game or softball game or whatever the case. Yeah, so bracket maker can once you create your bracket and put your teams, it'll take care of all the work for you.
Bracket maker.
Now I'm not sure about if now Coach's Eye, this was pretty much helpful as well too, which basically a lot of PE teachers use this. It's basically like at least like a video platform to record like an athlete's performance for playback and review. Now it records the action, then it shows the athlete on how to improve. Like for example, like refine a fastball, or analyze a golf swing, or it breaks down a volleyball serve, which I think Coach Pierce might need this as well too.
Yes.
I mean, just to analyze how like their mechanics and everything. So the videos are available instantly, and they can compare with other earlier videos. Now the videos can be zoomed, or they can pan to analyze the details, and the users can like to draw the lines or arrows or any freehand mark right there, because this can be very helpful. Matter of fact, y'all could probably use that as well too, especially for football, where like how y'all could tackle, how y'all can wrap up,
wrap up. Yes.
like wrap up the legs, or even like you get your guards or you get your tackles to block without getting caught for holding. That could be very valuable. Now the only knock is once you click onto it, I know you probably download that part, but they're trying to say they use something else, but y'all can, that's worth looking into. Where right, let me get to this real quick. Here we go. And here's another part. Here's another one for health. Lifesaver. See, a lifesaver basically it's an online stimulation of
Lifesaver.
Yeah, like an online life-threatening occurrence, where the viewer becomes the only one around who can help. They can ask you, or to ask questions, prompting you to take to the next step. Your answers play out on the stimulations to see what basically happens based on your choices. Okay, so that was also a good one too. Now the next one, there we go. Next one is like Swore Kit. Now it provides over 100 guided 100 guided 60-minute workouts built from over 300 exercises that can be customized to personal needs. Where at this point, where if they're doing like a fitness program, like the kids can do certain things like how many jumping jacks or everything else, and it could be like a real trainer, and it provides like personal physical fitness health advice as well too. So let me see if I can go click on this real quick. Right here, see. And you can try it out for free. And it's like put this up real quick.
3, 2, 1, begin.
This is Sworkit. Get the workout you want in the time you have. From a simple daily stretch to an advanced full body workout, Sworkit is the digital fitness experience designed for you. Customize the length of each program based on your goals. Get toned, build muscle, or lose weight. It's up to you. Wherever, whenever, on any device, and With the ability to skip an exercise just as easy as skipping a song, it's a better experience, a better workout,
Congrats, you finished.
a better you. This is working.
See, that way, kids can still be in, still they can still get their workout even if you're not present. You could probably just set like what they could do and all that sort of things. Therefore,
Yeah.
and it says some, stuff for schools like student management system, youth initiative, and so forth. All right, go here, and this is for me right here. So, now I know Procreate is it's more like a faster graphics editor program. So much like Illustrator for me, but I know that's like a wish list because I don't see them down well. I know if I do that, I would have to need help desk to download Procreate. But this has been more advanced, which I can use the iPad. I can teach lessons or record it and show them how to create different textures, the color, mixing in all that stuff while not being inside of the classroom with the students. Now, this is what my students do have, Sketches School. This is basically like the most realistic, versatile, user-friendly for the sixth graders. Now, my sixth graders had it last year, and some of the kids already know how to use it. And they got all their little tools with the little sketch pencil, the pens, the markers, and add the color and so forth. So that's what I'm trying to incorporate some more lessons with using that. And I'm gonna record myself, and then I can send it onto their iPads to see the kids can match it. And when they finish it, they can save it. They can share it to me on either Schoology or to somewhere else, or either email or one case. So, yes. Now, of course, up till this start of this year, I didn't think I could get, unless I'm working for DCIT, I didn't think I would ever get these programs. Well, of course, I took a chance. I asked the help desk, and they told me like, okay. And I told them what it was for. And it's like, okay, how many kids you want to have this program? I gave them a list by a total of 18 kids, and they put it in their self-service, and the kids were able to download it. So it is possible. So, I didn't know it was possible. It's possible, just have to ask for it. Now, the only knock is because these programs like Photoshop and Illustrator, they take so long to download, and it probably have to be very patient with download. It's not like mine where I could just download it real quick, because if it's running through the district, running through the school district self-service, it might take a little longer than expected. So, there's always a but with this, but hopefully all my kids have already downloaded this and we can get started with other different things. And then also also with like field trips, Google Arts Culture for me, that is very helpful because basically it shows high resolution images and videos of artworks and different cultural artifacts from lots of artworks around the world. And more importantly, it takes them to different places where they can look at it without actually being there physically. So they'll give them like a cultural experience and stuff, and show them like the different arts of different types of artworks, like the name, the date, and all that stuff. So I thought that was very helpful and it was very useful. So those were my ideas. I think that could be very useful. So if you're interested with this PowerPoint, I can email it to y'all.
Yeah, most definitely. I would like to get it.
Yeah, okay. Do that too.
Absolutely. So y'all got any questions for me?
No.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. All right, cool. And thank you so much for taking your time on your busy schedule and everything. So, but I know I got to do one. I got to do another one, but I'll let y'all know when.
All right, no problem. And thank you for sharing the information what you have.
Yeah, that was helpful.
Appreciate it. And y'all have a, let me stop sharing. All right. And y'all have a good one. And y'all be
All right.
blessed. All right.
Same to you, sir.